I'm Will, he, him, and I play Moxie, she, her.
I'm Sarah, she, her, and I play Freya, she, her.
I'm Steve, he, him, and I play Aura, he, him.
I'm Imi, she, her, and I play Amaya, she, her.
I'm Mike, he, him, and I'm playing Eugene Bannatyne, he, him.
I'm Ruthie, she, they, and I play Sentinel/Jax, they, them.
I'm Charlie, he, him, and I'm your DM. Last time, you guys arrived in Delnori. I almost say Dustmere every time now. You guys arrived in Delnori, the city built into a fissure in the cliff, and you took a tour with the guy we were just talking about, Irid Malgor, the small, skinny dwarf guy.
Tell me more.
You quickly snapped up 2 jobs, keen to earn some gold. You found the Chasm Pigs who were missing, and you discovered that they'd been controlled by some overgrown rat that had clockwork in its head. You killed a rat, you saved at least a couple of the Chasm Pigs, and then you went on to your second job, which was given to you by Morning, who runs the Old Diver Inn. Yeah.
Go on.
This is your podcast as well. It's great, isn't it?
Yeah.
You then went to...
Tell me more.
You then went to Jeffram's, the tannery, to help him out with a little pest problem, and it turned out to be
A big pest problem.
Yes, being that they were big pests, large hyena-shaped pests that really did a number on Eugene. But you guys finished them off quickly, and Jeffram gave you a little goodie bag as a thanks. And you identified a couple of things. One, in the jaws of one of the creatures was a swatch of fabric with a lotus on it, which you realised together with Sentinel's previous identification on a thieves' sign that it was to do with the Thieves Guild. You got some information from Jeffram about that. It turns out that the Lamore family used to run the Thieves Guild, and they did something, they betrayed the higher-ups, as Jeffram referred to it. They were effectively kicked out in a coup, and the Thieves Guild was taken over by a man called Fenrith and renamed the Touch Lotus Thieves Guild. So you found the swatch of fabric relating to that in the jaws of one of these creatures, and then Freya tracked the creature's old passage back deeper into the fissure, or north fissure of Skur Street. You guys then followed it. You went down the side of this canal, and it all got a bit foggy. Mists rolled in down the narrowest part of the cliff, and over a bungalow with a burned out spire and gravestones in its front garden. And I think where we ended was that Moxie had just found a drop box or a drop point that had been carved into one of the gravestones, and on it there's a message in Thieves' Sign saying, "Drop gold, messages and inquiries. This drop is watched. Trespassers will be killed." And just for clarification, because last time I said that there was a guy who stepped out his door and looked at you guys, you may have got it the first time, but I just want to clear it up. That guy was the other side of the canal. He was not in this house. So he was in another house, other side of the canal, and he kind of stepped out and squinted at you and then went back inside. So you haven't seen anyone in the house yet. And also, Aura, you cast Detect Good and Evil. I know it's Divine Sense.
Yeah.
You detected an evil presence somewhere in the house, but it was on the edge of your spells range. And I think that is where we left off.
Thanks for a lovely story.
That's all right.
I would like to
Night, everyone.
I would like
Such
to
good
play a
children.
prank. As it's very foggy and no one can really see much, I would like to cast Moulder and basically create an open grave.
Okay.
Not where one of the tombstones is, just away from one of the tombstones.
Okay.
As if there's just been an open grave left there.
Is it how much cubic earth is it?
5 foot cube.
Can you do it cumulatively?
if it's...
Otherwise, you'd made a 5-foot cube hole.
That'll do. Could be for a gnome. Or a door.
I am stood right next to you.
What was that?
So gnome-sized grave.
Okay, well, you're aware of those constraints of the spell aura. Would you still do it?
Yeah, I mean, if it's loose earth, you can do it instantaneously and move it along the ground and deposit it 5 feet away.
Yeah. You scoop out 5 feet of the earth. It's like turf. Gets a little bit hard and slaty further down. You scoop out a cube, dump it next to it.
Yeah.
Anyway,
I'll leave that for someone else to find in the fog.
I am close enough to Aura to see him do a spell, right? Because I told him the joke at the end. So I went.
It depends
up
if
to
he
him.
walked off. Would you have stuck with him?
Yes.
Then you saw it, because as I said last time, this is heavily obscured. This heavily obscures your sight, the fog, especially you, because you're properly in it. You're quite short, so
Harder for me.
So yeah, you see him scoop out 5 feet cubed of earth and dump it next to it.
Oh, we can do this to the dead.
Let's see what Moxie makes of this.
Oh, like one of those pranks.
Yes.
Oh, good one.
Everyone, stay close.
I'm still
Who is
In
it?
fact,
Do we want-
everyone put your hand on someone else's shoulder.
So who is? So yeah, you guys are together in the fog. Moxie, you were with Freya. Yes, that was right. Because you were in the fog as well, and you lost the track. So you guys are probably near each other. Did you stay on the boardwalk as well, Sentinel? So you guys are also together. The buddy system is intact.
I mean, Clayton's in bed.
He's loving it.
He might have a buddy.
Thinking about the night.
Could have a
He's
buddy.
having a bath.
No, his buddies left.
No, I was going to say soz.
We just slept in the same bed, guys.
Yeah, that.
Yeah, and that's how it starts. How I got a wife.
Okay, well,
Let me tell you the story.
Maybe we should prepare ceremony for tomorrow.
Are we gonna? Should we go? Everyone good to
Yeah.
go?
Don't worry,
Wait, hang on.
I've got your back, Aura. There appears to be an empty grave there.
Do you hear Eugene's voice, but you have no idea where he is? You know he's ahead of towards the building, a bit closer maybe.
What's in that grave? Aura, do you see that?
I see the grave. I can't see inside very well. It's too foggy.
Is that something moving in there?
Can I do an insight check on if this
Yes.
is sus?
Yeah. Are you guys? Do you want to contest the roll?
I'm giggling. So no.
I'll try and hold it together and then blame Eugene if it goes wrong.
So roll. Okay, or you roll a performance check.
Okay.
What did you both get?
14.
10. It was nearly a natural 20.
You know they're bullshitting.
I have +8 on insight.
You can hear Eugene like.
What have you found?
There appears to be some sort of skeleton moving in here. Oh no, Aura, defend me!
I'm just going to scream.
It got Aura!
Scream.
Aura, no, don't die!
Aura, do what the scream sounds like, please.
Why did he roll?
Did we not just have a trespassers will be killed?
No one knows that other than Moxie, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah,
just being
as I Freya, I found that there's a drop site here. It says trespassers will be killed.
Are we close enough to hear that?
Yeah, it's pretty quiet.
And
You can hear from the fog.
I wouldn't have just shouted.
Oh, okay. Then if you said it
Just
quietly,
speaking.
So I'm just carrying on. Oh no, they've got Aura! The skeleton, no!
Also, I'm going to message Sentinel that as well. I've found a drop site because I think that would interest them.
Yes, it was.
okay.
While this is going on, I'm going to say to Sentinel, when I was training, we used to play this game where we had to wait. It's called Rock, Paper, Shears. Do you want to play?
Well, what point before do you, how far away? Because yes, but if I hear
Definitely
that first, I'm going to be
before.
like, hold that thought.
Probably mid.
Okay, rock,
Mid-rock,
paper,
paper,
wait.
That's not the rules of the game. It's Rock, Paper, Shears.
Rock, paper, wait.
So what's the sign for? Oh yeah, sorry, it's obviously going to be some special sheer sign.
I just don't know if we have scissors.
Yeah.
Eugene!
Not the time unless...
But there's a skeleton!
Not the time unless you want to die.
I don't want to die. Why would I...
Come over here, please, guys.
But we're not going to help Aura? Aura, I'm very confused.
Maybe we should.
Come in now!
Izuko,
I think she's mad.
I saved him.
Good job.
So yeah, you guys you find Freya a bit closer towards the house in the fog.
We're just going to get some mud and just like smear a bit on him so it looks like he's been dragged through the mud or something.
Eugene is dirty again. Okay.
What's going on?
So I found this drop site. It says drop gold, messages or inquiries. It's watched at all times, and trespassers will be killed.
When did you find this out before the terrible prank?
A prank?
The attack.
The prank.
About the same time. Yeah.
That makes us look awfully stupid.
Okay.
Sorry, there wasn't. It was all Aura's idea.
Oh. So there wasn't a skeleton then.
There wasn't a skeleton?
Oh, did we fool you?
There are some.
I mean, it definitely piqued my interest. Not gonna lie.
It's very convincing.
There are some around.
Yes, it's a graveyard.
We'll write this down and use it for next time.
I would say that Maya and if you guys are walking onto the property, are you still doing rock paper scissors?
Well, no, I was going to do something in a minute, but for the...
Okay. Yeah.
For the podcast.
It's now 1-1.
Right, tiebreaker.
Okay.
Oh, that's a tie.
They both did rock.
Yes! Amaya wins.
What does she do?
I do a quiet little victory.
She threw shears.
I like kind of like little punches and run around in a circle like yeah.
I like flashing back to like Moxie doing something similar. Like, there we go. That's siblings for you.
Fog crew, what are you guys doing?
Fog crew.
So you're in front of the house at this point. You're probably halfway between the boardwalk and the property. And as I said last time, it's a single story. So it's a bungalow. It has a porch that runs from the front around to the right hand side, and there is a steeple, like a wide steeple that rises up from the roof, but it looks like it's been burnt out.
Recently?
Maybe.
I got a sense of evil inside.
Is it clear where there could be someone watching from?
You can hear the sound of the river. There's some faint creaking noises from the property, but it could be the wind. There are no windows that you can see. The steeple has no windows. It's just slatted wood.
Bless you.
And then the cliff wall rises up like 100 and something feet up above you.
All right. How do we feel about the trespassers will be killed?
We're still alive.
Very scary.
That's not what you want to read every day. Don't want to be threatened with murder.
No.
Especially after I was particularly loud. I'm being quiet now, but obviously for the podcast, I'm speaking as normal Eugene.
Thanks.
Okay, but it doesn't look inhabited, right?
I know, but you know.
Jeffrem said last time as well that he doesn't know if they're operational, just as a reminder.
Yeah, he said that this was the old HQ. They might have moved.
Can we tell how recent the markings are?
I'd say at that point, and if Amara and Santella are joining, you probably arrive at that point. So if you're going to investigate, then roll investigation check. See how old the markings are.
I want to guide myself. It's going to be pointless. Probably won't. I want to be fair. 10.
The markings themselves look pretty old, but you're unable to discern how old the markings are. It looks like it's been cleaned more than the other ones recently. You do see that on the back, though, under some moss that's very easily moved out of the way, is the back of the lockbox, and it's a metal box that's visible on the back of the tombstone, but it's been bolted in place and it's locked.
Is it shakeable?
The whole tombstone?
No, the lockbox.
It's pretty well bolted into the tombstone.
If I kick it, does it make a noise like things are moving around in it?
You're gonna kick it?
Yep.
It makes a really loud bang, like you've kicked a metal box.
But does it rough like?
There's no like clink of coin, but there could be stuff in it.
Are there any sticks around?
Yes.
Can I pick up a stick and put it through like the letterbox and kind of sugar it about?
Sure.
See if it feels like there's anything in there.
Yeah, it might have. There might be some papers in it, but
We could just pick the lock and act quiet. Oh, sorry, am I being rude? I don't mean to be rude. I just thought that was a good idea.
Oh,
That
that
is
was
a good
Imi laughing, not you.
I know. I just,
I don't know if it's more suspicious if we steal the gold from the lockbox than if we just go in.
you
I
did
mean, we
pick
could steal
it.
the gold and then go in. And also, I think we should circle back at some point to a cleric kicking tombstones.
yeah, that's true. well off the deep
a few
end.
things that Freya's done recently I've been very suspicious of.
This is not the time.
No, but we need to have this conversation.
We'll have a family meeting later on. Right now.
I'll write it down. I write my
We should
notebook.
probably move before we get murdered anyway.
Let's go.
Should we go inside?
Really quietly.
Yes, this has all
Okay.
been really...
So you're now being quiet.
No, the
After
kick
the
was
yelling and
stealthy.
Okay, roll stealth checks to go into the house.
Do you want to send Ansel in first? It's just a cat.
Let's just forge forwards.
So he-
Am I still
Too familiar,
Alright,
so
you did
hell.
better than me.
You are disadvantaged already, yeah. Because you're wearing heavy armour.
holy armour?
Heavy.
Hey,
I think the flow will be slightly up.
It's not bad.
Okay, what have we got? Starting with you, Freya.
12.
12.
dirty 20.
Very nice.
21.
Very nice.
12.
Nice.
And then it gets worse. 4.
Okay.
4.
You guys are not having a great time. Apart from our two tieflings, you wander through the graveyard. Aura, you think you're doing pretty well, and then clunk into a tombstone. And then Eugene...
I'm just moaning again.
Eugene starts walking. Wait, you got 4 and you got 4.
Yeah, but I'm trying not to get my feet too dirty.
Okay.
So that's
Which
not
one was in the
helping.
grave?
You try your hardest to not get your feet too dirty. and in trying to not keep your feet dirty, you end up paying attention to your feet a bit too much, and you walk straight into a tombstone, and the top of it goes and slams down and slaps onto the mud. Eugene, you look around at the sound and fall into a 5-foot hole.
I'm not getting out then. I'm 3'5".
No, you don't take damage from that. It's only
I'll
5 feet.
reach down and help hoist him out.
Okay. You're covered in a bit
Who
of
was
mud
leaving an
now.
open grave here?
That's your command.
And then you guys,
bitches.
and then you guys make it to the house. It is.
I think that went well.
Yeah. It is-
Sentinel and Moxie like quite far ahead of everyone being like, that was a great step. Oh.
Yeah. You think it's going pretty well, then you hear a tombstone go slap and Eugene falling out.
If anyone asks, we've never met them before.
It's just a standard Thursday, right?
And you make it to the front of the house. There's a porch, and then a front door.
Should we knock?
Or should we just kick the door in?
Maya gets ready.
I want to go and look around the side of the house first.
I
Okay.
lower my hand.
You guys know that if you the moment that you move more than 5 feet away from each other, you will lose sight of each other. Just so you're aware.
What if we
have a
send
rope?
some sort of chain?
Anyone got a rope?
But
So-
if it's a porch,
Yeah, you
it'd be
could-
easy to move around it.
Sure, yeah, you can have a look around the side, but I mean, you move around the side of the porch, and you can see that the shutters are broken on the windows. There's no glass. You look out into the gardens, but it's too foggy to see much. It's just white.
If anyone gets lost, make an owl sound.
But Aura doesn't know
use
what an owl is.
Say the line.
Say it. Say your catchphrase.
What the fuck's that?
You say the shutters and window are broken.
Yeah, it doesn't look like there is any glass in the window.
So this size little baby boy could get in.
Maybe. You could definitely just pry it open and he'd be able to hop through. Cool. So do you go and look through his eyes or you just let him go?
I will let him talk to me if he sees anything interesting.
He pads in,
So I don't want to be without sight while I'm on my own.
and you hear him go, "It's just an empty room. There's a staircase going up, there's one going down. Huh?
It's a steeple.
It looks like they've knocked the walls down or something. Yeah." And he pads back through and squeezes out.
Looking through a window, can I drop another divine sense? Mm-hmm. Just because it can't be stuff behind total cover, and just sort of see if there's anything 60 feet around me.
Sure. You get the sense. Does it pinpoint locations from obviously technically D&D is not 3D, is it? But do you get? Is it just? Huh?
Send it to.
Does it give you nice? Does it does it pinpoint location, or does it just give you a sense?
Just says you can detect good and evil. You know the location of any celestial fiend or undead.
Okay, you detect evil in the house somewhere.
Yeah.
But obviously they're not a celestial fiend or undead, and you know that because you'd be able to tell where they were if they were.
Yeah.
But you know there is evil within this house somewhere, and 60 feet away you get the sense that there's more around this whole place. There's something about it.
Okay.
But there is concentrated evil within in the house.
I'm just going to relay all that. Whatever's in here is not celestial fiend or undead, but the evil's concentrated inside, but there's evil elsewhere around.
I'm gonna just try the door handle.
Okay. The door opens.
Oh.
I think this is the quietest we've got into somewhere.
Open the door, and as I step through, I want to look for any booby traps.
Cool. Roll an investigation check.
Apologies, one sec. Investigation is a -1,
Can't
so a
lie being
7.
careful where she goes.
So I'm not very careful with where I go.
The fog is obscuring you. The fog is thick in here as well, slightly thinner, but it's hard to see around your feet, and you gently touch around the base of the door where you think there might be a tripwire. There's nothing. You step through. Nothing goes off. You're standing in a room that is saturated with fog, but it's not quite as high, so it pulls down around your shins. And the walls have been demolished, as Zeal said. It just leaves one wide open space. There is a staircase in the centre that goes up, and then just below it and underneath it, there's another one that goes down. The windows, there's only one on each wall, and they're shuttered. There's no glass. The shutters look pretty bad, pretty battered, and they're letting in the only light through these slats. And the light that gently light the fog in strips. And as you walk through, you can see there are a few pillars, the load-bearing pillars from maybe the steeple. There's dust and wood chips covering the floor. It smells of damp charcoal, and there is a faint dripping sound coming from the steeple staircase.
I want to go upstairs.
Okay.
Is there any way we can move some of this fog? If there's something in here, we're not going to see it coming.
I would say you guys can see everything relatively clearly above sort of knee height in here.
Okay.
The outside is much thicker.
Okay.
So you can see
When you say knee height,
a human knee.
so where?
Where on Eugene?
It's like waist,
Waist,
height.
yeah. So
We
you're still
can
fine.
still see Eugene.
Just like,
Where's Eugene?
Head bobbing.
But yeah.
So what is everyone else doing? You're walking to the stairs, I guess?
Yep.
What's everyone else doing?
Should we spread out a little bit?
Careful of the evil.
Yeah, where's the evil? Yeah, where's the evil? Where's
Just a general sense
general
of evil.
evil?
He doesn't get pinpointed.
It was concentrated inside the house, but there's a sense outside as well. So maybe the windows are pretty beaten in, aren't they?
They're shut, but they're beaten, yeah.
I mean, if there's something evil outside, we could lock the door.
Yeah,
and
but then
we know how we can get out a window.
But the
But
call is
it will-
coming from
inside the house.
I don't want to lock myself in with
what about the
evil.
evil outside the house?
And Aura, you know,
more evil in the house.
and Aura, you know your range was 60 feet, right?
Yeah.
So there could be more evil outside that range.
Yeah.
I'm not saying there is, but you know there is some in the house. But it doesn't necessarily mean that, because there's the plots got bigger as you went into the fissure deeper and deeper.
Yeah.
So this has probably got a couple of hundred feet's worth of land.
Okay.
I wouldn't block our escape route.
No.
Also, the door was unlocked.
Yeah, that's true.
So
You're going to the stairs, right?
Yes.
So you were at the base of the stairs. What's everyone else doing?
Do I have time to cast a ritual? Do you reckon, guys?
I think so. Why not?
Yeah, okay, then I get start casting ritual casting detect magic,
Very good.
and then if something happens, then obviously I stop.
Okay.
I'll have a look at the stairs that go down. Just listen for any sounds or anything down there.
Sure. Roll a perception check.
Can I ask, because obviously we've got 10 minutes, can I sort of take 10 to see if there's anything interesting in this room, like on the shelves or something like that?
Sure. Roll a perception check just to check the place out.
7. 6.
Doesn't take you long to realise that everything has been stripped off the walls. The only thing that you notice is when you go to Maya's side at the stairs, there are tracks where you haven't seen them because you can't see the floor. There are tracks on the stairs, muddy, well-worn tracks, and they're very moist where the stairs themselves are wet from the dripping, and you can look up and see this through a broken bit in the roof where there was a fire. You can see some of the sky and the top of the cliff. Aura, you were looking at the top of the stairs, of the basement stairs.
17.
You're listening.
Yeah.
You hear a faint wind rushing up. You know with that there is probably. It wouldn't be a stretch to say that there is some kind of broken hole somewhere downstairs, but you don't hear any noises other than the faint wind. And you can smell, though, with 17, you can smell a familiar kind of rotting smell beneath that of the damp wood, possibly reminiscent of the creature, but it was very difficult when you were covered in tanning. They were covered in tanning fluids. But actually, you fought the one in the house, and you can smell a similar kind of animal and this rotting smell that was quite specific to it.
There's sort of a breeze down there, and it smells like that creature at Jeffrey's.
Then the
Or at
tracks
least the
on
one
the
Yeah, I point out the tracks.
yeah, and those are potentially reminiscent of the creature as well, but it's well trodden, so it's quite hard to see and it's muddy.
Oh, I don't particularly want to be in here anymore. I think there's potentially some more of those creatures, whatever they were.
can I send Zeal up to
Sure. Yeah, you kind of give him a little throw, and he grabs onto the little throw, and he grabs onto the steps. He jumps up, and he peers over the top, and he says, "It's just empty. Some mess on the floor, but there's nothing up here."
mess on the floor? I want to go up and see what that is.
I will come with you as backup.
I'm just going to go up the
Who?
downstairs.
I'm going to stay with Moxie whilst she ritual casts.
You're guarding the top of the basement.
Yeah.
Freya.
I'll stand with Laura.
Okay. Are you both? So you're just going to go up the stairs together?
Yeah, we're going up, aren't we?
Okay.
Stealth.
You guys go up the stairs together. You can roll stealth if you like.
Nice.
18.
18.
Very nice.
Ah,
That's nice.
You both very
what a
quiet.
lovely moment.
No one falls over.
Eugene falls in the grave again.
You both quietly step up onto the stairs. Sentinel first, and then when you get on Amaya, you feel these stairs slick on the handrail and very damp and almost bendy under your weight. You both feel it arching under the weight of both of you, and it goes.
Okay, let's step to the side.
Is there enough space to do that?
It's single file.
I know, but like...
You get the feeling that with both of you on it, it might collapse.
Myra, it's fine. I'll shout for you. Like, come up when I'm all the way up.
Okay,
Because if I
but
went up
what I'm
first-
saying is, don't step on, the
Yeah.
the worn trail in the middle.
Mm-hmm.
Walk up like you've slightly wet yourself.
Okay, so
I
you
get you.
step off.
Yeah,
You step off.
I step back.
You
to
can
let
come up in a
Sentinel
minute.
go.
Just
As soon as
Yeah.
Sentinel's at the top, I'll go up.
You make your way up, Sentinel, and you step up and you see what Zeal described as a mess, and moments later, Amai, you arrive as well. In this room is... It's a mess of feces, of bones, of rats that have been half-eaten, chewed bits of wood and charcoal. There are broken vials that look like they've been crunched, and there is black tarry blood, but it's all a little bit mouldy from the opening in the roof. You get the feeling that this was a nest, but maybe it's no longer in use.
that makes sense.
When you say vials, as in, kind of, this creature could have been drinking something out of them.
Or chewing them.
Well, yeah,
Something
but
like
it
that.
would have, like, if there was contents to those vials, it would have ingested the contents of the
Maybe.
vial. Yeah.
Yeah.
Is there like a shard big enough that maybe has some residue on it that I could very carefully pick up?
Roll an investigation check. See if you can find it.
Nope, that's a natural one.
Nice.
Stupid dice.
Maybe I'll do one too and be quite helped by Zeal.
All right, yeah. So you see, Amaya, you verbalise it, and then you're like, this is a mess, and there's shit, and it's disgusting.
Investigation?
Yes.
Day 20.
Very nice. So Amaya, you pick up a piece, and it's got, like, rotting poo on it, and you're like, and Sentinel, you're like, actually, that's not a bad idea. And you move something aside, you pull out, like, a handkerchief or something, and you
I
quickly...
use Mage Hand.
You use Mage Hand to clear some of the stuff out of the way, and you then retrieve a piece of the vial. And actually, what's happened is that you pick up the bottom of it, so the rounded bottom, and they haven't eaten what was in it because there was residue in the bottom of the vial. You have a familiarity with certain chemicals because of your background, but roll an Arcana check.
All the drugs needed. Can Zeal give me help? He's a scholar.
He is a scholar, but he's also been in a demi-plane for a very long time. Let me look at his stats, see if he's proficient. He's not proficient as a squirrel. He's not proficient in Arcana. But you do have an alchemist downstairs, so you probably can find out.
Well, I'll try it first.
Try it anyway, yeah.
Oh.
No, it's alright, it's a 7. It's fine.
I thought it was
9.
Could be... I mean, you're biased, you're like, might be poison. You don't know what it is.
Could be leg.
But you take
With
it,
leg.
you take it, wrap it.
Good old.
You treat it with care because you know that some obviously substances can be dangerous.
I'll go and immediately show Eugene.
Okay. So you guys both come downstairs.
downstairs.
Okay. Eugene, roll me an Arcana check, please. I'm assuming that's the check that you would like to use for alchemy, all right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine then.
I'm just wondering, because of my background, would I know various
Advantage.
ingredients? Okay, cool. Thank you.
All you have to do is ask, if I've forgotten as well.
That's going to be a 26.
Is this on the thing or is this a separate check?
This is on your
Okay,
yes.
cool. I was just checking in case it wasn't like
If
a
that's
magic
alright.
new.
Magic new thing.
I waft and get a smell. And
This is a single application's worth of a poison that you that immediately, the moment that you realise what it is, and you take a little bit on maybe like one of your like your little tools from your herbalism kit, and you're looking at it, and you go to smell, and then the moment that you go to waft to smell, you drop it back inside, and you recognise that the certain flecks in this, reminiscent of charcoal, but there's a certain pearlescent to them. This is black perum. It is a poison that is very potent and is used by black markets. It can poison someone through inhalation, ingestion, and injury. And most commonly in assassins would use it they will coat blades with it. So there'll be an oil on the blade. They will coat the blade in black perun, and it will hurt people very much.
I do hope there were some warning stickers on this file, because this is horrible stuff.
Certainly will have been. There definitely was for the Wakefield guys.
Oh, that's good. But I've only ever read about this, but this is nasty stuff.
It very much is. Let's just... And I've got, like, it's in, like, a little thing, and I just yeet it across the room.
Oh, you just chug it? Yeah, and it goes...
Yeah, because it was mage hand, so...
Yeah, it puffs out and...
Oh, yeah, thank you, God.
and stains a bit of the wall, but it settles into the fog.
I mean, if it's broken and it's up there in a nest, they cleared this place out. This isn't in use anymore, there's no way.
It does look empty. At least down here, anyway.
So, Moxie.
Yes, amazing.
Your ritual comes to an end.
Yay.
Detect magic, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the range?
30 feet, I believe.
And is it blocked by anything? Does it need line of sight?
Spell can penetrate most barriers, but is blocked by a foot of stone, an inch of common metal, or a thin sheet of lead, or 30 feet of wood/dirt.
3
You're
feet.
30 feet. 30 feet. I mean, yeah, 3 feet.
There is the.
That's my range.
There are a couple of glowing things on everyone's persons, notably things that people have out. So Amaya's sword, Freya's God's lantern, among a few other things. But by focusing away, you look around the room and you see a single point of magic, and it is under the floor, possibly in the basement, and it is a faint glimmer of enchantment.
Yeah, there's
we all went there. What a dwarf.
Yeah, there's something downstairs, guys. It's
There's another layer to this place. Oh,
something magical. It's enchantment. So
Enchantment?
yeah, enchantment.
that's a pretty good impression.
Though we'll say enough. Okay, you guys lead the way.
Down there. Do we want some light?
Yeah.
Do you want to pop it on Zeal or make him run ahead?
We'll see.
I can do, or I can do the sword.
Oh, yeah, also works. Depends if you want it ahead of you or in the middle of us.
Is Zeal okay with that? Going ahead
He will be okay with it.
I'll
Might be good to scout ahead.
yeah, I'll bop him on the tail, and cast light.
Off you pop, buddy. I'll be like not far behind him.
You guys at the top of the stairs. Mm-hmm. So you send Zeal down.
Yeah, Ansel, you go with him.
Ansel looks up at you like, really?
Go on.
Goes down after Zeal, and Zeal's tail is like over his shoulder like a little torch.
Oh boy.
And he hops down the stairs, and only you can hear him, right? So he knows that he doesn't have to keep his voice down.
Just cursing the whole way down the stairs.
yeah.
Cat.
Get off with your tail.
Sometimes I wish I had a normal familiar and he wouldn't give me so much fucking sass.
Well, you've got to understand that I'm currently a squirrel, and that thing is one of my natural predators, or it would be if it was natural. And then you hear his voice break, and he just goes, "There's one down here."
Fuck. Okay, come back.
He runs back up the stairs. Ansel follows, and kind of like spirals around your legs, Moxie, and not looking too happy.
Stealthy time.
Pull out my sword.
Do we
Okay.
want to make a noise and draw it out and ambush it?
Or if we try and sneak down and it won't see us. Because if we ambush it and it comes up, it'll have a goal. It won't be surprised. Whereas if we go down and hide, like, so those of us who are of the stealthy persuasion.
How many can I hit?
So,
Okay. What are you guys gonna do?
I will sneak.
How long we're still?
I am. Oh, that's the same.
So Sentinel's gonna go down. What's everyone else doing?
Okay, before we do that, I'm going to, at third level, cast invisibility on Sentinel and Aura.
No! Got a nat 20 on my stuff.
So
Oh, now you're more stealthy.
Now you
Oh, stealthy!
So Aura and Sentinel go
Oh yeah, don't worry.
invisible.
I will before that happens, because otherwise I'll break it, I'm going to cast Bless on myself.
The condition.
I'll do Sentinel if she's going.
They.
They, sorry.
That's right.
And
I've got a free one for everyone else. So
okay, I'll
choose
do
whoever you
Freya
want.
then.
And I will do everyone else.
Bless.
Yep.
So everyone is blessed.
You've got to move quick though, because it's only lasting a minute.
Okay,
Yeah,
with that, you
very
Aura and Sentinel, you disappear. There are the rest of you get touched. Bless a
Now
faint,
is not the time.
faint glimmer of bless, and as that spell takes hold and the warmth rushes through each of you, you hear outside some footsteps, and you hit they sound like a person, and it's not like trotting. Hello, did you guys come down here? And then you hear another one, similar voice, trotting around the side. You shouldn't have trespassed, it's not safe here. And then from downstairs you hear, hello? And then there's a faint claw at one of the shutters, and it rattles slightly in the frame.
Can I hold an action?
Yeah.
You can.
So the instant I see the creature, I'm going to do a shatter on it.
Okay.
I am going to do.
Oh, well, I mean,
Loud.
the annoying thing that would.
we dug a grave for them.
So it does last 6 seconds. So you know that if you hold it for 6 seconds and nothing happens, we're not in initiative. So
Okay, fine. I'll do a.
I don't want you to waste a spell,
Yeah,
basically.
no, fair. I will do a sacred flame on it too.
Okay, so you hold the sacred flame.
Firebolt for me.
Okay.
Yeah,
Fireball for me.
Go touch, please.
You don't hear anything. Sentinel is you go down invisible.
Am I straight stealth because of invisible?
Yes.
Can I keep the stealth roll I rolled before?
Yeah, that's fine.
Thank you.
That'll be a 15.
So 25.
Oh wait, I'm blessed as well.
Oh shit, I forgot about that.
After the invisible people have descended,
27.
18.
Nice.
after the invisible people have descended, I will also descend.
Bless is an attack roll or saving throw. Not.
Oh, sorry.
It's not
Bad.
guided.
Take
15.
15.
25.
Okay, you guys descend the steps very quietly, and you see a pair. So what you see is they're in better shape, these stairs. They're narrow, and they go down into a single. They go into a 15-foot room, a square room. It is pitch black, so in your dark vision you see this in grayscale. There are 3 open cells on one side, and one of the bare walls on the other side is crumbling from the top down, and you can see mist rolling in from outside. And then at the centre of the room, among a mass of branches and bones, bottles, dull coins and bits of ripped fabric, are 2 silent creatures, and all you can see through your grayscale are the 2 eyes of each of them staring up. And they look through you, because obviously you're invisible, and
But
they're
they
silent.
look like where we are.
They're looking at the top of the stairs. Hello? And the other one says, is someone there?
Oh, I don't know if this is too risky to try.
Yeah, the invisibility drops if you do an attack or cast a spell. Just so you know.
I wasn't going to do that. I've got a flask of oil, and that nest is fabric.
Is a mass of things, including fabric.
Yeah.
But oil, it's fucking oil, it'll burn.
I'm thinking, could I get there
We'll make
and
an alchemist
pour it
of
on the nest, and then just light the place up?
Can you just throw it?
I could do, but I don't know if that would count as. That would
yeah,
break.
attack
Leave
if you're
break
throwing.
it and yeah.
Would that
I
be
would
break?
allow you to throw it. It would be a very kind of, as a bonus action I can let you throw it, but it would be chaos. It would be like really quick throw so that you could do something with your action, so it might not hit in the vicinity.
So like, I'll throw it at the nest and then fire. Ooh, if I throw it and then firebolt it in the air over the nest, so it just goes everywhere.
You could do.
How could you aim?
I mean,
like Robin Hood.
the thing with I'd say that the thing that you can't really throw with a bonus action, so it's going to be, you're not going to have to attack with a bonus action, so it's going to be a free action / bonus action, just to kind of toss it in the air really quickly.
Yeah.
So it won't be easy to hit it. You could there are a couple of options. You could give it. It's going to be unreliable. I'll roll a percentile to see where it lands. Or you could give it to Sentinel, or you could try something else.
We're both invisible.
You are both invisible. It would be unreliable to throw it in such quick succession to firebolt it again. Or to firebolt it after you've thrown it.
Would it be more reliable to throw it as an action and firebolt as a bonus action with sorcery points?
Yes, it would.
Then I will burn.
Move as far away
I will
from Jim as I can. I would have wanted to split as soon as we got to the bottom of the stairs. Wanted to like.
Yeah, so you went ahead. So you reached the bottom and you moved to the other side. So towards the cells. Mm-hmm. You can see they're empty. There's nothing in them. Doors are open. But you move towards the cells.
I'm going to burn a first level spell slot to get back a sorcery point. And then I'll use those 2 sorcery points in a moment. And I'm going to, as an action, throw the flask of oil and then use the 2 sorcery points to bonus action cast Firebolt on the flask.
Okay.
This is going to be fun.
I'm not going to make you roll anything apart from roll
from damage.
It is an improvised thrown weapon. So roll an attack.
You got this.
Is this the flask or the firebolt?
Actually, no, because you're going to roll attack with a firebolt. No, you've burnt sorcery points. I'll let them roll a save once you've ignited it.
Okay.
So all you have to do is roll
to hit the flask.
To hit or if you're going to allow it to just smash onto the floor.
Yeah, I'll let it smash on the nest and then right up the
roll
nest.
attack. It's going to be easy. The nest is huge.
Well, you say that.
It's not a 1. It's a 2 plus 1 on bless for 3 plus 5 for an 8.
Okay, I said it at 8.
Oh, Jesus.
I was like 8.
Beats it.
Okay,
You got it.
Good job.
We won't go into this initiative just yet. Sentinel, did you have anything you want to do? Do you want to see what happens after they ignite?
I wasn't expecting them to set on fire.
So,
Always see what fucking happens.
So you get to the bottom of the stairs and you're waiting and you're looking at their piercing blue eyes looking up to the top of the stairs. You tell me the oil damage.
So if the target takes any fire damage before the oil dries, which is a minute, it takes that damage plus an additional 5 fire damage for the burning oil. If lit, the oil burns for 2 rounds and deals 5 fire damage to any creature that enters the area or ends its turn in the area. The creature can only take that damage once.
Okay, so it's going to take 5 and then it takes an additional 5. What does it mean by an additional 5? Like I said, it takes 5
for
damage.
2 rounds.
So it'll take 5 on the next round as well.
Yeah.
Okay. So, Sentinel, you get to the bottom of the stairs and you glance into the cells and you look up to where you think Aura is, and instead of Aura, you just see a bottle appear in the air, and it goes, and as it smashes and the creatures lurch, Aura appears with a swirl of fire in his palm. As the fireball ignites in his palm, flies across the room, and just as they ignite the nest, and the creatures just start screaming this horrible high-pitched sound.
So it's 2d10 for firebolt plus 5 for oil.
Roll the damage. Which one are you target? Are you targeting one of them? I'll say you can target one of them with the firebolt. Otherwise, it's just going to hit the floor.
Yeah, I'll do whichever's nearest to me.
Okay.
So 6 off the firebolt plus the 5, so 11.
So 11 on the firebolt plus 5, 16.
No, 11 total.
Total on that one, and then the other one will take 5.
Yeah.
Okay. They scream. The nest is absolutely engulfed in flame. They leap up, and still ablaze, they leap through the hole in the wall, and they scrabble through it. And you just see them. You just see them running out into the fog of the outside, where the wall has crumbled. And they will take another 5 damage.
Nest is gone.
Just
So 5 damage each.
Yeah.
just stand there. Well,
You guys hear the screeching from upstairs.
I guess they moved out.
So were they just released into the wild?
Yep.
Well, the hole was already there. They were nesting there in the basement, and then when they were ignited, they just fled.
Should we try and go after them?
Would I have been able to follow them if I like?
You can scramble through as well.
It's gonna just want to sprint.
Okay. Sure. You climb up through the hole. You see a faint glowing orange shape in the fog, and another one, and then it winks out about 6 seconds later.
Sorry, they're running away and they're on fire.
Yeah, they're on fire for 2 rounds.
It's like the scene in Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. You guys upstairs here.
Guys?
Yeah, you guys upstairs. You hear from
What's that smell?
from outside the shutters. You hear the screaming,
Barbecue time.
and then you hear again outside. You shouldn't have done that. Rattling at the shutters again.
Since
Does he not realise the front door is open?
Since I'm out, where is that hole and going up compared to the shutters? Can I see? Basically, could I see any body or thing?
Oh, yep. So as you climb through, this is the rear of the property.
Mm-hmm.
And as you were to, let's say you crawl out onto your back and you look around and you poke above the fog. You see at one of the shutters a large 4-limbed creature just reaching up at the shutters, brushing it, and you hear the voice coming from it saying, "Oh dear."
Oh dear, oh dear.
Shouldn't have done that. And then another voice that everyone hears from the other side. Coming in. Roll initiative.
Yeah, always good. Does Aura hear that as well?
Oh.
We were holding cantrips.
And your trigger was when you see a monster.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the time's gone.
Did Aura hear, like, I'm coming in?
I would say so. You're on the stairs,
then
right?
Yeah, he would just run back up the stairs at that.
Okay. 20 to 25.
Could be silly.
Okay, 15 to 20.
18.
19.
10 to 15. Oh my god.
Oh, this is not good.
5 to 10.
8.
6.
7.
And then Amaya.
100p.
1.
4.
4. Sentinel, you're up first. You are outside. You see one of them clawing at the
How
shutter.
far away is it from me?
About 15 feet.
Sweet. I would like to, while I'm invisible, so I have advantage on that first roll.
Shit, it's it's heavily obscured fog outside. So so that's my bad. I'll say that you can see movement there, but it's very obscured. So for the sake of you knew that you could see something there.
If a creature's on fire,
That one wasn't.
It wasn't on fire.
it wasn't,
Yeah.
okay.
So I'll read you guys the rules for the combat. In a heavily obscured area, you can't see anything that's further than 5 feet away. Is what I'm saying.
Oh, no.
That means you automatically fail any ability check that requires sight. Attack rolls against creatures have a disadvantage if they're out of line of sight or in the fog past 5 feet, and they have attack. Creatures that can detect you and you're effectively blinded have advantage against you. So yeah, you can attack it, but it'll be
and
disadvantage.
that's in
But I have
inside.
advantage because I'm invisible.
Yeah, that's a weird thing, but you'll get cancelled out then, so it goes back to normal.
Are those rules sitting inside as well as outside?
At the moment, it's lightly obscured inside.
Okay.
It's heavily obscured outside, which means inside, you just have disadvantage on perception checks.
Okay.
So for my action, because it's straight, I would like to use Thorn Whip to pull it towards me. And it will also take damage.
Cool.
So,
Roll that attack. Straight roll.
Nice.
Very nice.
We need this.
so it's 27 to hit if it's a natural.
That hits.
Thank you. So what does it say? So I get my normal roll, so that like I get the max, which is 12, and then plus my...
The roll.
Take it to the max. Oh.
Is it a 1?
It's 2 ones.
No!
So that's 14 points of spike damage.
Very nice.
And then for my bonus action, so also, is it large or smaller?
It is large.
But I'm just going to check that because I think it is large or smaller.
I think it is, yeah.
Large or smaller, you pull a creature 10 feet closer to me, so it's getting away from the window.
And you're about 15 feet away, so it is within 5 feet of you.
Yep, and it can also see me now. And then there's not anything else on this side, is there, that I can guess, because essentially I'm going to do Mind Thrust again, which is a bonus action, and I can do 2 people with it.
As I said, heavily obscured, so this is the only thing you can see. You can hear that there's another one out there, and you know that 2 more ran off that were on fire, but you don't know where they are.
Okay, fine. Cool. Then, it's just, that's a DC 15 intelligence save.
That is 11.
Yes! Because it can now on its next turn can either move, take an action, or a bonus action. It can only do one of the 3. And another 14 points of brain damage.
Very nice. Okay, what does the thorn whip looks like? Subtle house, right? So it's like bits of with mixed in with bits of the black forgotten. It just whips out, and this creature's like, I'm going to grapple it towards you, and it drags it on its side halfway through the porch, and then you cast mind spike into it.
Mind thrust.
Mind thrust.
So similar.
So close. And it twitches with it. You see some blood leaking from one of its eyes. Very nice. Okay. Number 2. You see in the direction that you last saw a glowing creature run off into the darkness. You see it. You hear the and it charges at you.
It also takes damage.
It took damage that I already marked off. It's been more than 2 rounds because we were out of initiative. Okay. It is going to attack you once with its hooves. That is a 15. And the hooves are 1d6 plus 4. That's 8 bludgeoning damage. As you're still getting up mid mind spike, and it smashes into you and rakes down your side with the hooves, and then it uses its kicking retreat to kick off of you, and it runs back into the mists, and you've lost sight of it again.
Why couldn't we be level 6? Because then I would have resistance to bludgeoning damage.
Alright, it is up. Your go. You're in the basement. On the stairs even.
Yeah, I finished running up the stairs. 2 on fire outside. I'm just going to look around. Do I see anything?
Empty room. Floor is covered in fog. You hear the sounds of fighting outside. A sentinel has started slamming this thing with spells, but you don't hear or see anything else.
I'm just going to hold. A firebolt when I see one.
Okay, no worries. Yes.
Very quickly, Zeal still had light on him, and he probably would have come back.
Oh yeah, he did.
Back to me. Does that affect any of the fog shit?
No, it doesn't, because it's not darkness. It's like fog lights, right?
That's fine.
Yeah, no, good spot though. Okay, I'm actually making that.
I'm not happy about it, but it's fine.
Clearer. Okay, it is the one that has dragged you, that you dragged towards its go. It gets up and tears itself out of the remnants of the spell. Whoops.
Do one thing.
Yeah. It's got move action or bonus action. It's going to attack you.
Wow. I tried.
It's multi-attack. Because it can only do one thing. It misses the first. It's a natural 4. Second is 15.
Yeah, that hits.
So I didn't roll which one it is. So odds and evens. Evens it's bite. Odds it's hooves. Which is better for you. That is 6 bludgeoning damage as this one thuds at you to try and get away from you. That's the end of its go. Moxie.
So there's none. There's nothing inside here. No. Yeah, try and I guess. So like, if things are heavily obscured, like, I cannot see these things, can I?
Inside is only lightly obscured.
Yeah.
So you can see the room. It's just a bit foggy and it's thicker at your feet. But outside, you can't see. You can't see it unless you're within 5 feet of it.
That's annoying. Yeah, just open the door to go towards like the sounds of fighting.
There is a shutter, the one that the creature was rattling at, the one that the Sentinel grabbed. You could open those shutters. That was the last sound that you heard.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah?
Open those shutters.
Okay, yeah. You just push open the shutters, and with that, you hear the fighting, and you hear the sound of Sentinel struggling, casting, and the hooves thudding on her, and then, but you don't see. The fog spills in, starts spilling into the room like water.
Okay. So fuck. I hate this so much. Yeah, I guess that's
I'm gonna
Spellcaster's
die and no one's gonna know about it.
yeah. Just go.
You're close enough that you can hear fighting like out there right near you, but it's about 15 feet away.
If I was to like
Grab your sword, Moxie.
okay, so magic missile hits automatically, but I can't see them, so that doesn't.
You could spend this time doing a perception check, but it would be with disadvantage. Oh no, because it would rely on sight and also fail.
Auto fail, yeah. So like I'd say yeah, I could.
You can attack based on the sound, and you would have disadvantage.
Yeah, but
so
the
auto
magic missile automatically hitting is not going to work, really, is it?
I think it does. You know the general direction because you can hear them. So for the sake of, if you just went out and you're like, I know there's something out in the fog, fire, it wouldn't work. But because you know the general direction of the fighting, then you can.
Yeah. Okay then. I will then do a level 2 magic missile towards the thing that's fighting Sentinel. So I need. Thank you.
Roll that damage.
So that's 4d4.
So beefy.
What is it? What's in there?
That's my
yeah.
feeling dice.
That's cool.
3, 5, 7, 8 force damage.
Very nice.
At least they hit.
Can do.
You both you and Sentinel. How much was it total? Sorry.
8 force damage.
Very nice. Both you and Sentinel hear the and the creatures' voices. They just distort into screeches and growls. Very nice. Anything else?
No, that's it. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh wait,
Those
sorry.
of you.
Sorry, it's a 1d4 plus 4, so it's another 4. So 12
nice.
damage total. Sorry.
Very nice indeed. This one is not doing too good now. Okay. Those of you inside, you're almost back to back looking and listening, and Moxie goes up to one of the shutters and just slams it open, and then some of the mist starts pouring in, and in the direction of Jeffrem's voice you hear it and smash through one of the shutters. One of the creatures skids in onto the floor.
Firebolt.
Firebolt goes off. Roll to hit. There are how many of you in there? You're by the other shutter, so it's probably not going to go for you, Moxie, but there are 4 of you. So I'm going to roll a 1d4.
Good.
Might be alright.
What was that?
12.
Misses.
14 just hit.
Yeah. It skids in and you fire off instinctively and goes up the wall. We're going to do Freya is 1, so clockwise 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 3.
Yay!
No,
It skids.
very bad.
It's hooves skidding on the floorboards. The sawdust you see it for the first time spraying up. It charges for you, Eugene. It's going to do a multi-attack. That's a very bad roll on that one, and the other one is a 16.
Yeah, it is.
I didn't do it again, so we'll do odds and evens on that.
Eugene's no good very much.
Odds for the bite. It goes to bite you. Oh, the one.
I'll take it.
Shocked to see so many people, it can't decide who it goes for, and it grabs you by the arm and you rips some of your clothes on your left shoulder. That is 5
You rolled a 1!
plus 4. 5 piercing damage.
I didn't realise I was so tasty.
Okay,
So delicious.
Freya.
It's all those sweet.
Yeah.
Oh boy. So there's the thing right in front of me now.
Okay. Sorry. I
Oh, would
thought
we
of so
still
many
have? Would
options.
we still have bless on?
Yep.
Oh,
It's up to you guys to remember.
yeah.
Yes.
I don't know if it would have made a difference on my attack.
Well, it might have done because if you'd have rolled a 2 or higher, because
Yeah.
it was 14 to hit.
Seem to
Yeah, and
remember
I
going
rolled
forward.
12, didn't I?
Yeah.
Nope, Freya.
No, it's a 1.
There's only one of them in here. Through the two new openings, the one that Moxie opened and the one this one smashed through, fog is pouring in, and you reckon in a matter of seconds it's gonna fill the place up.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, fuck's sake, seriously.
You fucked up, bro.
Jump out the window
We did I.
and then shot it.
I am going to first cast Spiritual Weapon as a bonus action. And then cast Gust of Wind
Yeah.
Hey, okay.
What a spell.
out at the door where the creature just came.
Cool, out through the shutters. So, what's the radius on the beam?
So it's a line of strong wind, 60 feet long and 10 feet wide.
Okay. So yeah.
Favourite spell.
So I mean, it hasn't started come in yet. So you cast this gust of wind, spiritual weapon. The harpoon appears next to you in light. Where did you want to cast it on the creature? I guess
Yeah, let me just quickly read it.
you can cast it as a bonus action.
Yeah.
and also attack on the same turn. I'm pretty sure it's the whole shebang.
Fast, you can make a melee
Yeah.
spell attack.
So yeah, roll your attack.
That is gonna be 20 dirty,
That hits.
and then it's 1d8.
Very nice. One thing I will say while Freya's rolling is these creatures do not look as healthy as the creatures that you fought in the other place. They are gaunt, they are hardy, they look like they've clung on to a place that could not support them, whereas the other ones looked a bit healthier.
Not enough, no.
11.
11 damage, very nice. Or number 4, okay. The harpoon winks into existence and just stabs straight down into its back as you turn, and this gust of wind just ejects the fog that's trying to get in from one side. I would say you've gained yourself a round.
You shall pass.
And you've also cleared any of the fog that was in the room for now, so
I mean, it
it's
lasts
no
a
longer
minute, so
lightly obscure. Okay, then
I can keep moving up.
then probably
That
avoid-
fog is not coming.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah, you don't have bless anymore, but
I mean, I still do.
yeah,
Yeah.
I don't.
Yeah, who did you
Yeah.
cast?
I cast it on me, Sentinel, and
Freya.
Freya.
Okay, so Moxie, Eugene, and Amaya no longer blessed. And that energy leaves you and is channeled into this huge gust of wind that clears the room completely.
and also out the door in 60
Yeah,
feet.
out the, oh yeah, shit. So
There's a clear
Yeah,
area.
Sentinel now sees all.
you can see the bushes that maybe these things are hiding in are just blowing back in the wind, leaves ripping off.
It does push creatures that start in the line 15 feet away if they fail a strength.
Okay,
This is a low-key amazing spell.
I
Moxie's
love
gonna get blown
this.
up.
Strength
It's
save.
not this side though, is it? It's not
14.
the door. We're out a window.
14.
Fail, I think.
Cool. How far? 10 feet.
15.
Okay, it's out the window. So it runs in. It attacks Eugene.
I hit it with
You
my
hit it with the
thing.
spiritual weapon, stabbing it, and then the gust of wind ejects it out the window. It skids along the floorboards as it's trying to scrabble on with its hooves, and it just smashes into the bottom of it. The harpoon staying in place and tearing it as it moves out of its space. It's outside.
I take it I'm just out of range for this. Yeah.
We'll say that's fine.
Can I not do both?
No,
Why?
they're both level spells.
Oh shit! Yeah.
Will!
How did I not?
You boring
No. I was thinking that's fucking.
Nobody likes you.
So
It's like it's a bonus,
sorry.
and I do the
Sleeping
just
on the
gust of
sofa.
wind.
I'm so
Just the gust of wind. Okay,
Yeah.
so we'll take off the 11 for that. But he's
still out.
cleared the space,
It's
gusted it out.
You still do
You
a
can
cantrip.
still do a cantrip with. Well, I don't think there are any bonus action cantrips.
right, yeah.
But yeah. Okay. Very nice, Eugene. You've been
Would have
bitten.
been better.
So it's still the creature in front of me.
No, it's been blown out.
Oh, that happened. Oh,
It's been
okay.
blown out. Yeah, there was no
That's
spiritual
done.
weapon
Have you
instead.
seen your
Oh, fine.
It's been blown and ejected out the
killing
window.
me.
Okay, so I can't see anything.
You can now. It's clear. You can see the
cool.
creature out the window. The fog has been cleared.
And that's the one that Sentinel's fighting.
No, that's the one that
No.
was in
Oh.
and was ejected by the
My
fog.
bad.
So,
Okay, yeah.
in
Nobody knows where I am.
So you take the damage.
Right, so I am going to use. I'm going to go into my pouch, grab a red jelly bean, and launch it at this creature and cast Firebolt.
Very nice. Roll attack.
That is a 19.
That hits.
Cool, so it's 2d10 plus 4. That's not a d10. I should relearn the shapes of dice. We've been doing this long enough, I'm just like, what's a d10?
I always need the d8s.
9 plus 4, 13 points of fire damage.
Very nice. It lights the room briefly as it scorches its back.
As a sort of a subtle smell of cinnamon as it goes past.
Yeah, it smells nice in here for once.
How about, you know that Fireball whiskey?
Yes,
It's got that
very
real
nice.
artificial cinnamon.
Oh, nice. Okay.
I kind of stand in the middle of the room. I've just sort of, I don't know where I was stood before, but I'm just going to be in the middle.
That's cool. There is another one that smashes in through one of the shutters.
It goes for Eugene.
Yeah, loves gnome.
I'm going to do the D4 again. Oops. Starting 1, 2, 3, 4.
It's a 3.
It's a 4.
Oh.
So it charges through the window and it's going to. Oh, I keep missing. That's a 21 on 1.
I keep missing, but it's a
Bite.
21.
And the bite is. Oh, I rolled a 1 again. Okay, 5 points of piercing damage. As this thing smashes through the shutters and beelines for you, Maya, grabs you in the leg and starts shaking its jaws in its grip.
It's a different
When you
window.
drive home, don't you?
Yep.
Okay.
Just leave them.
Okay.
Fine, I'll get it next time.
Okay, this one also looks gaunt and weak. Amaya, it is your turn. There is a creature right in front of you. It's biting your leg.
really fucking mad. Stab it.
What is that? Rage, or something?
2 attacks, right?
Barbarian here.
Well, that's a natural one. And that's a 7 for a 14.
Hits.
Okay, so that's 7 points.
Wait, no, 14. No, that just hits. Fuck.
Yeah.
This one's scorched as well on its back.
Okay, so is this one of the ones being on fire? Okay, so that's only a 7 damage, and then I am actually going to use my action surge.
2 more attacks.
Yeah,
Yeah.
baby. Yeah, baby, yeah.
That's a 9 plus 7, which
Hits.
will hit. So then that's 7 plus 6, which
Hits.
is 13.
Oh no, it doesn't. 13
No,
misses.
that's
No, that's the
Oh,
damage.
sorry.
She rolls the damage and the...
Yeah, I'm rolling them together and being
That's so efficient. Yeah.
So efficient.
So that's 13.
Yeah, that hits.
Yeah.
No, that's down. I've written it down. I don't know why I said that. I've written it down.
And then my last one
I like it.
doesn't hit the last one.
Okay, so this thing bites into your leg, and you strike into it as you draw your sword. Is this your special sword, right?
Yep.
You slice into it once on the draw, and then you strike at it several times. One time it bounces off its thick hide, another time it cuts deep into its back, and this thing squeals. It's not looking good. Okay, top of the round, Sentinel.
Cool. The one that ran at me ran away, right?
It's gone into the fog somewhere. This other one's still on you though.
And that one's within 5 feet, so I don't have a penalty to attack.
Nope, it's right there, and it looks hurt.
Cool. I'm gonna rapier with green flame blade.
Very nice.
What is that? 13 plus 5, so that's 18.
Hits.
So, 4 piercing damage and 1 fire damage.
Very nice. It is not looking good. The green flame lights the fog around you, but refracting on all of the on the mist, it just flashes around you and lighting this creature. There's horrible scars on its back, looping, and this thing, there is terror in its eyes for the first time, in those piercing blue eyes.
So it should be.
It looks real hurt, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm not going to bother then. Fine, that's it.
Okay, very nice. It is number 2's go, which is out in the mist somewhere.
Is that another one that's on me? Is that another one that's on me?
There's the one that ran away.
The one that ran away is number 2.
Doesn't it have a better name than just number 2?
Number
They're
3.
just-
It's gonna...
Hank.
No, it's gonna go...
Hank Scorpio.
Fighty.
It goes through the one that the last one smashed. So not the gusted one, the other one. So it charges through. We're gonna. It doesn't have to burst through this one. Eugene.
Just loves gnome!
It's alright.
That's 2 hits. That's a 22 and a 24.
We don't just assume.
22. Yeah. Okay. That is 5 piercing damage and 7 bludgeoning damage from the hooves.
You okay, bud?
I'm alright.
Okay.
Well, I'm still got more than Moxie.
As this thing
got more
leaps
than me.
through, briefly stumbles in the gust, and then goes for Eugene, and it bites into your side again and smacks you with its hooves. Okay.
Was this on the same side as the original bite, or is it?
Oh,
So it's gone for the bruise.
Yeah.
It concerns weakness.
Yeah, it's more tender flesh.
Okay, Aura, you're
Where's
up.
the flesh that was once bitten?
I see that one go for Eugene.
Do it.
I'm not happy about that. I'm going to walk up next to it.
Are you going to bite me?
Yeah. Flank with Eugene, and I'm going to take a swing with the sword, one hand.
Roll attack.
Ooh, it's 17 plus math.
You're on with advantage.
Yeah, flank.
Because I'm technically in combat.
Sorry, yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're on the other side.
Didn't say flanking.
23.
Hits.
And second level divine smite. So that will be 6 points of slashing damage and 11 points of necrotic damage.
Very nice. Okay, you carve into this thing's side. You feel the rattle of the blade on its rib cage as you rip upwards, sending the necrotic energy into its body. Very nice. Okay, it's the one that's on Sentinel's go. It is going to attack you in sheer panic at this point. That's a natural 20 and a 20 and a 23.
Oh dear.
The natural 20. I should have. Okay, I'd need. I keep forgetting to do it.
If you could scream
I'd need to the bite.
if you go down, that would be a
Odd.
great
So
help.
it's not. It's only the hooves, so it's not the bite. So I'll roll the natural 20 first. That's going to be 6 plus 3, 9 plus 4, 13. And then the hooves. Sorry, then the bite. Normal damage. 8 points of piercing damage. You up?
No one knows.
It slams into you with its hooves, and it catches you in the throat, and it's enough to send you reeling for a moment, and then its jaws come down on your neck, and you just lose consciousness in the fog.
First person down, guys! How exciting!
I technically... I was down, but I was
Oh no, you're fine. No one else has taken death saves yet.
Yeah.
Okay, Moxie, you're up.
All right. Okay.
You hear a further struggle. The green flash. You're still at the window, right? Yeah, because the last thing you did was magic missile. The green flash of magic in the fog where you last cast, and then you hear more struggle and then nothing.
Okay, that scares me. That I don't hear anything. So I'm going to do a 3rd level magic missile and try and put this thing down.
Okay.
So that
Roll that damage.
How many d4's that?
I think it's 5.
Five.
Yeah,
Nice.
5d4. So I need.
It was pretty hurt.
baby.
Yeah, there we go. So that's 5 damage off the bat. And then, okay, 4, 8, 10, 12, 17 damage.
So you hear the sounds of struggle fading, and all you hear is it's like a dog kind of ripping on something, and then you hear the impact of these spells light the fog briefly, and then there's a gurgling sound, a clawing sound of a hoof on the porch, and then nothing.
You're dead.
Is
I think
Maybe.
Maybe. Okey-dokey.
okay.
And yeah, can I run out to her as well?
You can.
Run out to them as well, please.
You move outside.
Yeah.
On the floor, had it covered by
Yeah, it takes you your, I would say
But in
that
a really stoic pose.
you've got 30 feet of movement, and in that space you move around to where you were casting your spells with your mind. It doesn't take you long, and you see the body of this monstrosity, and then you see Sentinel lying next to you.
And then you see the creature on top.
Wow.
And then you see Sentinel lying there, unconscious.
Okay, but the thing is dead.
Yes.
Yay! Okay, we've got it.
Okay.
Can I bonus action or free action if you put the health potion?
You know where the
You
healing
can,
potion
but it
is,
would.
though.
You can. Oh no, it was the. So what we do is bonus action to take that you roll.
Yeah.
A full action is to have
Someone else.
the maximum effect of the potion. But yeah, to feed the potion to someone and roll, you need an action.
Okay, cool. That's what we do next time.
Okay, so you pull out the potion ready. Okay. It is the one that was the aura just attacked. So it is going to turn away from Eugene, and it is going to go for you.
I missed.
That's a natural 20
Stop it!
and a 5.
Can I borrow your dice next time? Because
This bad
Even
boy.
you've been hot.
No, I'm not tracking.
Odds and
That's a
evens
shame.
on bite.
Done 2 today.
That's an odd. So we're going with the bite as the natural 20.
Don't try. This didn't happen.
That is an 8, 13 plus 4, 17 as the bite damage. The hooves come next.
How much damage was that, sorry?
17.
Cool.
Then we've got another 7 bludgeoning damage on the hooves.
Did both hit?
Oh no, you're right. No, you're right. It didn't ignore the second one. Just
Yeah.
the 17.
I was going to say, I
from the
don't think
bite.
a 5
No,
hits
yeah,
me with
thanks for that.
AC of potentially 23.
No, yeah, just the natural 20. Okay. End of its go. Freya.
How much was the second
I'm
damage?
There wasn't any.
shoot the gust of wind to where the other one is.
The one that's on Aura or the one that's on Sentinel?
Amaya.
Amaya.
It's
that's
on
on
Amaya
instead.
currently.
Yeah.
Well,
bit
when-
my leg.
It's
One
on
had
her.
2 on Eugene and one went for Aura, so there's still another one there, right?
It's in between you and Aura, and then there's one on Amaya.
So one of us will get hit.
Can I aim the wind so as not to hit Amaya, but to hit the creature?
Yeah, that's fine.
Like out the thing.
Sure. So it's strength save, right? That's an.
wait.
No, it's gonna fail. It's 10.
Oh, that's a bonus action.
So move it.
Yeah, I'm just wondering.
I can handle it.
You alright?
Yep.
Okay, I don't move it. I keep
Okay.
it out the window. Be a
That's
first
fair.
landing.
It failed. It's the lead game thing we're doing that.
Actually, I don't know if I even want to do spiritual. Has it taken damage? The one
It has.
I would like to toll the dead net.
Okay.
Oh, cool.
Roll that damage.
Which one is the? Oh. Oh, you have to do a wisdom.
Oh yeah.
Oh, it's a
Fails.
D8.
It fails.
Yeah, it's taking damage. yeah.
So that does stand. Okay. Well, it was a 1.
On the 12. Ouch.
It's 2d12.
2d12.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
6.
Very nice. Not plus anything.
That's cantrip, isn't it?
Oh yeah, of course it is.
Also, that's an action, so I can actually move the wind. So I do the
Nice.
wind thing.
Cool.
I do the wind thing.
Strength save. It failed the strength save, so it's pushed 15 feet back, and that is enough to push it out the window. So the one on Amaya, right? Yeah, so the one on the mire ripped from. You can take. Oh no, it was moved out. It was forcefully moved, so you don't get an attack of opportunity, I believe. Out the window. Okay, very nice, Eugene. There's one in between you and Aura. It bit you a minute ago.
Yeah. So Eugene looks really mad, like for you, relatively so.
Like someone murdered a bird.
He's like that. He's really red. He's breathing quite deeply and quite quickly. He's like, "Fuck!" He covers his mouth, but he's just like, he's so annoyed.
Sentinel briefly rises like,
So BG says sorry to everyone and goes into his pouch, puts a horrible green sweet into his mouth and casts poison spray, vomiting this horrible green liquid all over this creature, and that's a DC Con 15.
That's a fail. 10.
Cool. That's
Just one target, yeah.
Yes.
This one is.
You can walk and move around.
Yeah.
No, this is the one that was burned, wasn't it?
So that's 2d12 plus 4.
no, Will was burned.
Good times.
Good times.
I had an AC of 20.
Those are the days.
That is 23 points of poison damage.
Nice.
Okay.
Sorry, not poison. Fuck damage.
So we've got the one that was slammed outside. 23.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's 2d12. I rolled a 12 and a 7 plus 4. So.
The lips on this thing are pulled back up its muzzle, and it's got those horrible sort of triangular teeth that form a cross in the negative space in its maw. And as you spray this thing in the face, it screams and just turns the gum and the flesh around its face black.
I want it
and
to
just
melt.
It just literally just it burns all down its side, and it twitches. One of its eyes bubbles, and it just falls to the floor.
Has Eugene gone evil?
I've got rogue.
I want it to melt.
I didn't want it to melt.
It's dead.
Is it all goopy on the floor?
Yeah.
Your flesh
It
is
is.
turned to liquid.
It is like sizzling on the floor.
I am no longer Eugene.
I am huge.
I am me, Gene. Okay. It is the other ones go. The burn
right
one.
down the bottom.
The burn one that was slammed out the window. It's gonna. If it starts to go in the gust, does it have to make another save? Surely not, because it was pushed out. Is Endigo?
Endigo.
Is it?
Endigo?
If it ends, it just go.
Did
Does Endigo?
Did the gust change from?
Because there was the
Which one
one
was it?
that went
Yeah, I
out the
moved it.
door, and then there was
Yes.
another one.
This one's the one in a
You
gust.
can change the direction, and then
Is it at the end of its go?
Starts its turn.
each creature that starts its turn in the line must succeed in a strength saving throw.
Okay, it's got to do it again then. That one might be better. That is, it's a 16.
Ooh, beats it.
Okay. It climbs through, squinting against the wind, and it goes straight back to the mire.
Every
The attack.
creature must spend 2 feet of movement for every 1 foot.
That's fine. It can go. It's only got 15 feet to get to a mire. That misses 1. Odd and evens. Bite attack.
My AC is 14, by the way, just so you know.
That was fine. It rolled an 18.
Okay.
Sorry, I should have checked. That's 9 points of piercing damage on the bite as it comes back. It's looking pretty hurt though. Okay, Moxie, you're up.
Already? Okay.
Wait, I haven't been yet.
Oh, sorry, I
Yeah,
skipped
so,
back. Over here, Maya.
I always get
Sorry. There's so many
okay.
down
I'm going to use Fighting Spirit this time, so then I get advantage and also 5 temporary hit points just for this one.
Very nice.
Also, what I always forget is when I have it when I use my sword one-handed, which I usually do, I get +2 damage, +2 to the damage roll. So
That's your fighting style, isn't it?
yeah.
Yeah.
That's an 18 plus
Yes.
7, so that's 8 on the dice +2 plus the bonus 2, so it's 10 plus 6 is 16. And then
That sounds more like a fire.
Yep. And then
I
second
get to
attack.
go again. That's 16 plus 7, so yeah, that hits. So 3, 5, 11.
Very nice. It looks pretty friggin' hurt.
It's not done yet.
Not yet.
I'm just gonna scream, fucking die already!
You carve a few.
You hear me go, I don't swear.
Wait, how much was the last damage?
11.
I put 10.
You're a
You
muppet.
slice through this thing. One left. It had one left. One cut. You carve back through one of the slices in its rib cage, and you see a chunk of something dark just fall out onto the floor. And the second one down, and you just behead the thing.
And as I do that, I change the intonation of fucking die.
That one is dead. Very
Are they all
nice.
dead?
There is one left.
None of them inside.
Oh,
Yeah.
can I?
Just one outside.
Sorry, real quick. The thing that fell on the floor, while the wind's still up, can I pick it up?
The thing that fell out of the creature.
You said something fell out.
Yeah, like a fucking organ or something.
I also thought it was something cool.
Like with the bit of fabric.
Oh, I
in the
see.
back. I thought it was like, I don't know, like an item.
Yeah, there's
And why is it called
Pick up like a weird liver. Like,
Check out this.
pick that up for the
Check out this spleen.
And Maya's got dinner sorted.
No, not eating these. You get
okay.
disease.
There is one left, and it's inside.
Oh, it's inside.
Are we staying in
Or is it the one that you
initiative?
gusted it out?
No, because I killed the
No,
one
yeah,
that
you
got
just
gusted out.
so it's the other one that's inside still, and it was on Aura and Eugene.
Yeah, that one.
Oh shit, yeah, that one.
So Sentinel, top of the round. Roll.
Who death saves have bless on them? Because it is
It's
another.
a saving throw.
Yeah.
So it's because it's a saving throw.
Yeah, because you're not dead. You're
Oh,
unconscious.
wait, hold on. I need concentration check.
Oh,
You have 3 anyway, and you're gonna get a healing potion next.
you got hit pretty. No,
got
it's
hit
going to be a
pretty
DC 10. It was not more than 20.
Yeah, it was 17.
Yeah, so it's a DC 10.
And I have bless on me at the same time. Yeah, that's 12 without a bonus.
Cool. So you get to roll it.
We're
out.
still doing hidden death saves, right?
If you like, yeah.
I don't like that roll.
No, I want to know now.
Too much tension.
She made a face.
Hooray, she did it! Now we know
Do
what
I
that
see
was.
anything in the abyss as I'm
You see, for a brief moment, your mind races through the fog, and it's just darkness. And then in the darkness, you see a pinprick of a square that grows, and you see a house, a mansion. And you fly through the corridors that twist strangely, and in the depths, in a room, you see a man writing, and he looks up. For a brief moment, and you see the Enigmora, and that's what you see.
Can see you'll not give you mouth to mouth.
He's gone. She's gone. You're unconscious. Okay.
He is a familiar, so he bumps out of existence. He's not technically a squirrel.
Okay. Where were we?
Been lied to.
It is the last one's panicked attacks. It is between both of you, so we'll go odds and evens. That's an odd
Cool.
bite.
I did
It's an
scare
odd
the
bite.
I did scare the other one by melting his friend.
Misses both attacks. The panic has got to it. It lashes out with its bite wildly and claws at you with its hooves, and you just step to the side. Okay, Aura, you're up.
I would like to take Amaya's words, I'll fucking die, and make them reverberate around this room and cast Toll the Dead.
Very nice.
Wisdom save 13.
That's a 16.
That's my turn.
Sorry, dude. Okay.
No worries.
Moxie.
Yeah, so like, Jacqueline! And then, yeah, I pour the health healing potion down their throat.
Okay. That's max healing. So you used an action.
Yep. So
What's that? 4 plus. What's the
Is
greater
it
hit?
1d4 plus 4, 2d4 plus
2d4. 2d4 plus 4. Sorry, 2d4 plus 2.
2d4 plus 2, so that's 10.
Actually, no, you should have rolled it. Well, just fine for now. In future, we roll when you're giving it to someone else, but it's fine for now. We're basically at the end of the combat, so it doesn't matter too much. Okay. Freya.
It's still okay.
It's up, it's kicking. If you guys want to just pummel this thing, it's not doing too well.
I mean, if it gets to my go, I'm melting this one.
Should we do a quick fire round? So Freya, what are you going to do?
I'll just Toll the Dead again.
Toll the Dead. Eugene?
I want to melt it.
Melt it again. Amaya?
I want to stab it.
Alright, roll attack. Sentinel, you're outside with Moxie, I guess.
DC
Aura?
15.
DC 15 on the acid.
But who gets the kill?
Fails. Everyone. Oh, wait. It's not that hurt.
Oh, okay.
It's still I mean, alright, let's see how you do.
I mean, you have to do it.
I'll go
save.
last.
Save on the... Oh, that's a natural 20 on the save.
Not Freya.
Not Freya.
Does it not
Alright.
take any damage?
Cantrip.
15.
Hits.
So that's a 3 plus, so 9.
9 points of damage. You get your 2 attacks.
Oh shit, yeah, sorry, I forgot about that. 40?
14.
13?
No, his 13
Wait,
misses.
what's 6 plus 7?
13.
13 misses. Eugene.
So I rolled, and you take 18 points of poison damage.
Oh. Good night.
Psycho killer Eugene.
Finish it.
I want to melt it.
Okay, it takes a hit from Amaya, and then you consume another one of those sickly jelly beans and spew this poison over it.
I've called it an arsehole as well. I'm being such a potty mouth.
And it just crumbles underneath you. Its muscles. What you see, one of the muscles on the side that took the brunt of the poison just slough off from its bone, and it's onto the ground. And it is dead.
I kick it.
Oh my. Oh
And
my.
we are out of initiative.
I kick it again.
Again, I'll send a message to Freya. Sentinel's hurt.
Can I use the wind as sort of like a fan?
Yeah,
It's not a healing wind.
yeah. You guys. You find Sentinel outside. You're obviously all right. You're okay now. Pretty
gonna-
beaten up.
I'm gonna
cut.
pump to
Hey.
cure wounds.
Okay.
I have 2 free
If the
ones.
fans like moved the thing out of the space, like all the fog out, I get really like laboriously get my book of shadows on, send a message to Kaz and say, hey, point of order, if I go down, do you want to know or would you rather not?
She just says, "Wait, what?"
You get
Oh, bloody hell.
16 points back.
I also did one, so I've given you a ginger sweet. Oh no, menthol. Cure wounds is menthol. So steam comes out of your ears and you get 10 more.
I only needed
Points.
3 more, gang.
You're good.
You're so healthy now.
So with the fan is the only sound of the. It's not noisy. It is the sound of wind gusting. It's clearing the fog in the room, and as you convene inside, the air from it actually, some of the smoke begins clearing from the basement, and it is eerily quiet once again.
Can I do divine sense?
Okay.
Just to see if the evil's still here.
And whilst Aura's doing that, can I try to harvest something from the closest melted one?
Yeah, roll your D100.
An item fell out.
I want to harvest the liver.
Spleen.
Or you sense no evil. And this place has been cleaned out.
It's good. We got them all.
46. I keep rolling the 40s for this.
46. Okay, roll your. That's gathering. Yeah, roll your harvesting check.
So that's going to be like an 8.
An 8.
Yeah.
You get goop.
You You don't get anything.
I kick it again.
Wait. No. Oh, sorry. I'm looking at the wrong bit. You rolled a DC. The DC was 8. Oh, that's my bad. You harvest from the liver. You squeeze and you cut a piece off. You get a common poisonous reagent.
Why is harvesting so difficult?
Because my wisdom is so low.
And the smell of the smoke from the smouldering nest in the basement is quite acrid.
Eugene, can you get guidance as a cantrip?
That'd be useful.
Yes, I've got it in my alchemy book. I'll just need to think on it, so to speak. But maybe not now. I am awfully mad again. I was starting to calm down, but my bruise, the vile vermin bit it again. So the bruise is going to be even more purple than last time.
Do you need me to clean up your jacket again?
Oh, please, if you don't mind.
Prestidigitation, clean
You
them up.
healed
Yeah.
yourself?
No, I forgot to do that.
Oh, I'll give you a cure wounds. 'Cause I've got...
Oh, thank you.
Did you swear?
Oh, did I?
I feel like in the haze of being unconscious, I heard you say fuck.
Yeah, I heard that
Eugene
also.
goes bright red.
It's nothing to be ashamed of. Everyone does
Oh,
it.
no, it is. It's also awful. I have let myself down. I have let the Ballantines down. But we'll never talk of this again.
You got it, Captain.
Well, I might bring it up every now and again.
Okay, cool. I will pretend I do not know you, Amaya. Oh, okay, sorry. What is your name? I've never met you before. Exactly.
Can you say F?
F.
K?
K.
Fuck.
Fuck. Oh no, you tricked me, Amaya.
What's everyone else doing?
I'm just giggling, I'm so tired.
You get 6 points of healing.
Thank you.
And 20 points of emotional torture damage. Can I go investigate the nest downstairs? Just look for anything that might be there.
Yeah, sure. So you descend the steps, wave away the remnants of the smoke, and roll an investigation check, I guess, in the basement.
12.
Okay, you clear away some of the smouldering twigs, bits of fabric, and you see underneath the nest is a square of wood. And after a moment, you clear away some of the dust, the charcoal, and beneath the burnt bits and the ash is a trapdoor. Beneath the grime, it's pretty solid looking. It's newer than the building by a long way. At least it's not as ruined as the rest of the building. It is edged by a band of beaten brass.
Can I be with Aura while this is going on?
Sure.
Do you remember what happened last time, Aura?
I was just about to look for traps with detect magic.
Detect magic.
Yep.
You see a similar glimmer from the lock in one of the sides on this beaten brass banding around the edge. There is a jagged shaped keyhole, and from within that there is a glimmer of enchantment. And next to this jagged keyhole is another little circular hole, like it's been punched through into the brass, and embossed on that metal next to the lock is a stamp. It is a lotus flower, and in the centre of that is a skull.
So it's obviously not traps.
I'm guessing that's the base.
Um,
Do we want to go in yet? Because I'm not as... I mean...
What's up?
I've been fresher.
I mean, you guys know that this has not been used for however long this nest was on top of it. But that's all that you'd be able to deduce, I guess.
Could come back.
we could rest here.
We can rest here.
It's about 1 o'clock in the afternoon. So you can have a short rest.
We have a long rest.
Should we have a short rest while we try and figure out how to open this safely?
Can we have 2 short rests in a day?
Yeah, I was going to say.
I think the maximum is 2, I believe.
If people need a short rest.
I mean, I could go for one, but I've only used 1 spell, so I still have 1.
I've used all my level 3s.
Do we want? Would it be beneficial to have a short rest, or would you rather wait?
I mean, I suppose we can try to unlock this, and we don't have to go down. We could just have a quick look-see.
I can touch myself and heal myself, so it's fine.
So tell me what the approach is here, guys.
I think we're going to have a short rest.
Yeah, Aura's going to to touch himself. Aura's going to touch himself. His
No, if we're
exact
having a
words.
step
One.
If we're having a short rest, I won't.
So you're going to spend an hour, and you doing anything in that hour?
Trying to work out how to get downhill safely.
Okay. So
I think.
Okay, so whoever's investigating the trap, what are you investigating the trapdoor for? What is happening in the short rest?
What could be the trigger for any traps?
Okay, so a trap.
Like how we could work out how to get down there.
Okay.
Can I talk to my friend, the lexicon?
Sure. Okay, so you're going to do that. Everyone roll your hit dice, should you want them.
I'm good.
So am I. Thanks, gang.
I have a commune on the God's Lantern
All right, okay.
Nice.
that I was tempted to use. But let's see what the lexicon says first.
I tell Cass what happened.
All right, just like tell her the story. Okay, so let's go with first. So Aura, you roll your investigation check.
I'll help.
Oh, thank you. It's not any better. 7.
You guys have an hour, so if anyone else wants to, you
I
can
rolled
have
a 3 and a 5.
My base could be.
I suppose, as she says,
you have an hour, so
my passive at 18.
yeah, then that'll do.
Nice.
So
I
you
was touching myself.
you and Aura, you gather that, and Moxie, you believe this is an artifice lock. You don't think that the trap is magical. After peering through and using some source of light, maybe you can reflect something from outside, but you can see eventually down the second hole that's been punched into this band, and in there you see a very faint set of wires around a glass vial of something, and it looks like if this thing is forced open or tampered with, then it can break this vial and release whatever's in it. Mm-hmm. Okay, and then the lexicon. What are you going to do, Eugene?
Well, in true Eugene fashion. Hello, lexicon.
Hello, Master Valentine.
I'm very... I've just been bitten several times by horrible creatures, and they keep... I suppose they like the taste of gnome.
Ah, I see. Oh, I'm very sorry to hear that.
Yeah, well, thank you, so am I. Do you know if we're close to another cube or something of similar ilk to whoever, to your creation?
Past the blueprint that you gave me the last time that we interacted properly, I'm afraid I haven't really got anything to add. I'm very isolated. But that blueprint did show us a particular glimmer of something in, I believe, what city is this?
Delnori.
Delnori. Okay. Yes, there was, and it shows you it flashes apart again into the pieces that are. It's like a projector in 3D.
When you get close to one, because you experience some sort of static. Fairly recently. Will there be another effect like that? Like, will you know when you are close to another cube or something similar?
That is highly unlikely. I believe that interference was from a disquisition of far greater power than I.
But not impossible.
In theory, if another lexicon was hidden and it had sustained some kind of damage, or someone had changed it in a way that created an unstable disquisition, which is absolutely unadvisable. There could be some kind of static or some kind of overlap, but what happened that night, a week and several days ago, was purely due to my presence in the vicinity of a disquisition of far greater power than I.
Oh, fair enough. So you're telling me that if I was close to one, you wouldn't be able to tell me, oh, there is another lexicon around?
I'm afraid not. But from the blueprint that you gave me, it appears that we are in the right city at the very least. May I suggest you use the same acumen that you explored in finding me in order to find this?
I believe that was more luck than judgment, but I will give it my best go.
Well, luck. May I be so bold as to suggest that it may not be luck that... Was it your father's signature on the blueprint that led you here?
Oh yes, Papa.
Well, not all luck then. But luck is a mortal construct, something that I lack an understanding in.
Well, I can teach you if you may. I never mind. That feels like a very long conversation for which you might not be able to, you might not have the mortal logic to understand. But never mind. Well, thank you, Lexicon. I really need to give you a better name than Lexicon, but for now, thank you.
That's quite all right. Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye-bye now.
I will happily not take a short rest if I need to. Can I cast Find Familiar again? Because I'm assuming Zeal went bye-bye when I went night-night.
Can you ritual cast it?
I can only ritual cast it.
Yes, that's right. Yeah, then yes, of course.
Do I want me to not do the short rest?
No, it's fine. Okay. You said you didn't need the
I don't need it, so I will just need to put a spell slot back on if I didn't.
It's
be
fine.
an
It's
extra 10
hour,
minutes
yeah,
anyway,
exactly.
so...
If everyone's willing to wait 10, it's fine.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay. So I think we'll pick up with your... Are you going to cast Commune?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll pick up with that next time because I don't want to rush it.
Cool.
And that is where we'll end today's episode. Thanks for joining us. You can follow us on Twitter or Instagram and listen to us wherever you get your podcasts.